Well, technically, it's not a worm, but a caterpillar. These larvae of the agave redworm moth are commonly found on agave plants, which are a type of succulent in Mexico. They are added to tequila because they impart a nutty flavor to the drink. I'm not sure what flavors are added to the next few bottles, but I'm absolutely sure that I won't be tasting them. Who would have thought of putting scorpions and spiders in their drink? Certainly not me. Apparently, some even like snakes in their wine. With such ingredients in their glasses, they surely will not be able to walk a straight line. Wait, it gets worse. Somewhere, someone came up with the idea of grinding insects and using that powder as an ingredient in the distillation or brewing process. I'm not kidding you. Cricket beer and ant gin. Maybe they'll market it as health drinks. Have you ever had a sour toe cocktail? The Downtown Hotel in Dawson City, Canada, serves the sour toe only on request. You are then provided with a glass, and you can choose what kind of drink you want in the glass. Your choice is added to the pickled big toe in the glass, and you must drink the cocktail with your lips touching the toe. You heard right. The hotel keeps a real amputated big toe in a glass bottle with alcohol. Afterwards, you get a certificate as proof that you were the end person to drink the sour toe. Jacob Shutta from Perth, Australia, was the 91,373rd person to be certified. I'm afraid a psychiatrist will have to certify me before I drink a sour toe. A newspaper reported in 2006 that a group of builders in Hungary, during the renovation of a house, came across a barrel of rum. Fortunately for them, the task took long enough for them to empty the barrel of rum. The rum had a peculiar taste, so they also filled bottles to drink quietly at home. When the rum ran out, they opened the barrel because they could tell that there was still something in it. To their dismay, they discovered the pickled body of a bald man in the barrel. Apparently, the man died in Jamaica, but to save money and paperwork, his wife requested that the body be sealed in the rum barrel and shipped to her. The woman was also already dead when the story came to light, so the builders made sure that the old man was properly buried. The newspaper withdrew the report a week later because they couldn't confirm the story, nor the many other versions of the story told in other countries. The English call it an urban legend, but we just call it a tall tale. It's a very old, tall tale. The Arab historian Abd el-Latif wrote in the 13th century about a group of treasure hunters who found a large pot of honey in the depths of an Egyptian pyramid. They enjoyed the honey until they came across the body of a young child at the bottom of the pot. The historian wrote that he heard the story from a credible Egyptian. Strange enough, it did happen that a body or two were temporarily placed in a barrel of alcohol to preserve it until the body could be properly cared for and buried. In 1868, Walter Newbery died on a voyage from the USA to France. The captain initially wanted to bury the body at sea, but decided against it and placed the late Newbery in a barrel of rum. Although a cartoon in the New York Times claimed in 1885 that the barrel, body and all, was rolled to the cemetery and into the grave. Newbery was taken out of the barrel at the dock and properly buried in a coffin. Newbery wasn't the first. The famous Lord Nelson of British Navy fame succumbed to his wounds during the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. His doctor immediately ordered that the body be placed in a barrel of brandy for preservation. Nelson was eventually buried in Steeples Cathedral in London. So if in the future you sit back with a drink, take a sip, and you find that there is an extra bit of flavor, you had better thoroughly examine the contents of the bottle. You never know.